Alright, so we are about to be live here. Hey, hey, nice to see everybody in the chat. Pizza June, brother. What up, McTweet? Justin, June. Alright, so we are going to turn this into... One second here, my screen froze. Pow, there we go. Remove that, shrink this down. Game capture. The Stanley Parable, turn that on. Alright, we're about to get rocking here. An actual pizza challenge. Alright, so for the people that have never seen this game before, you are in luck. This is some pretty high tier content, to be honest. Second here, it's going to adjust. So this game is, well, I've played it before, but I haven't played it that much. Played maybe an hour tops. It's a gaming office space. You're going to see, okay? I'm not going to ruin it for you. And plus, honestly, I don't remember, because it's almost impossible to remember this game, and you're about to see why. So this is the Stanley Parable, and let's get into the game. Before we get going too much farther, let me copy pasta tonight's stream over to the Discord. Alright. Should be good now. Got everything popped up where it's supposed to be. No major problems. Yep, there we go. We are good. Okay. Here we go. The Stanley Parable. Now we're actually going.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And here we are, the Stanley Parable. And yeah, I watched a little bit of the Reality Skewed Gamers stream. I caught a hot minute of it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I can turn it off.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, chat. Now, this is how I'm going to introduce the game. This is a multiple choice type of game. You got to help me make these decisions. What we do? Left or right? Let the chat vote. Let the chat vote. Are we going left or are we going right? See, one for right. Oh, all you lefters out there. Are you guys going to let these guys all vote right? We got rights coming in. There's a left. Oh, the lefts are very underrepresented in this chat here. A couple lefts are making their comeback. I think it's about even now. Okay, that's starting. Well, yeah. All right. I'm gonna count. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna count. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 rights. Lefts are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6. It's actually by 1. No, 7. McTweet said left. Oh Lord. Okay, the rights are down by 1, so it's left. See, the lefters won.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with your coworker. Let a ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively. Okay, using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. Throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure calm. Yeah, that's pretty good. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Charts, slides, charts and slides. That's pretty good.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, do we go upstairs, up or down? Do we listen to the guy and go upstairs, or do we go downstairs? Chat, you got 10 seconds. I'm going to start counting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm calling it. We got up, one down, another up, another. Okay, it's tied. Down wins. Down wins. Hey, what up, Nathan?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. all of my co-workers blinking
Wait.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
Wait, this is
And as
creeping me
Stanley
out.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Long
Did
monologue.
the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket
Wake
on
up,
his skin,
Chet! Wake
the
up!
press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My
A little
life
too real
is
for me, I
normal.
think.
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Damn. This guy needs to take a chill pill. Uh-oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Damn.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Hey, Ryloff. Yeah, I forgot to stream around this time. I know Urs was taking the day off, so. Okay, so now we know that Indian. Do you have the DVR running? I do have the DVR running for this one. I figured for Stanley Parable, maybe if someone might want to rewatch something, if they missed, like, the first little bit of something.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
This is the Stanley Parable. It's almost like, okay, so
when
we went...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, here we go again. The left one last time. Is chat gonna vote left or right? This is your chance. Go ahead, let me know. Let me know in the chat. You guys want left or you want right? I'm gonna give about 15 seconds here. Nice, Jacob. Alright, the rights have it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Can I get a soda?
Yes,
everyone say bye, Mrs. Micro.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
This guy's a little bit,
really worth it.
It's a little bit ornery.
But eager to get back to business,
Cameron.
Stanley
nice to
took the first open door on his left.
We got Cameron, the massive lord of Wells. Ooh, wait. How are we gonna let Cameron decide this one? Are we going left or are we going straight? The guy wants me to go left. So what do you say, bud? Are we going left or are we going straight? We've been letting the chat decide so far. Congratulations on the asthma, Jacob. Ryloff says left. Says straight. Cameron says straight. We're going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Yo, check this out. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Why would I want to jump off the cargo lift? I mean, we have to use the cargo lift, right? That seems obvious.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? Jesus.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
What? Dude, God, that bang got me, dude. What is going on?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
What is going
Okay,
on?
there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What the?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Dude,
They
this
want to commit their
game.
life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder
the
of the
Stanley
inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press 8.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
It's like Netflix.
One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Quit being such a follower. You know what? You're right. Why am I listening to him? Yo, headbutt. Headbutt. Get me out of here. I'm press a different button. Put every button but 3. Let me out of the room. Get me out of here. I won't push it. You can't make me. I'm gonna have to push the button on there. Or else it's just gonna leave me in here. 3. Fine.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press E to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press C to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this.
Oh, no, what happened? No. No. You guys typed F in chat and killed it. Oh, wait, there we go.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
But now I don't know what do I listen to the screen or the guy? I want to listen to the guy. I kind of like the guy. I think we should listen to him, yeah? Now it's just a waiting game. 427 is your employee number at my job. This game is about McTweet. Wait, am I real? Am I just thinking this in my head and my brain is procedurally generating my reality and it's too lazy to come up with another number, so I had you type that in the chat. Hello, Dogecoins. Is McTweet real? McTweet, you're sleeping. Wake up. Your family loves you. They miss you. You're in a coma. Yo, how long do we have to wait? Is that actually... Do I actually have to push the button? Are you telling me that that guy told me not to push the button and listening to him is not an option? I think it's just you have to wait. Should I push the button? Chat, do I push the button or is it a waiting game? I can't tell if I'm getting trolled by the guy. Do we push the button? I feel like if we push the button, then we lose out on some secret prize, right? The guy just said, do not push the button. Send me a photo tomorrow from your work. That's actually kind of funny. You think he pushes it, he's totally trying to wait this time. Like you have any control over this situation? I have control over how long I allow myself to be trolled. You do have no choice, ironic game. Push the number 3. Like I pushed all these buttons. They don't do anything. I think I'm getting trolled by the guy. Like I'm almost 100% positive at this point. And that I do actually have... But look, there's a clock. Do you see that? It's actually counting time. Some real time too. Oh, not for me. It's not. Get a beer. I'm drinking a Red Bull. I don't want to like have a beer while I'm drinking a Red Bull. Okay, well, boys, I think we give up. I don't think there's a choice to be made right now. Okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
and
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
This narrator really thinks I know, man. Like, all right. Okay. We're going to listen to him. I feel like he's getting frustrated with us at this point.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
We've done this.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We're just going. This is speed run.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Whoa.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Speed run, let's go. To the dark lair. I bet the boss is bad. Boss is Batman. I have to load a whole new section. I'm beating the game too quickly.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Where are we going? All right, speed
Stanley
run.
walked straight ahead through the large
Wait.
door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I've learned enough to not listen to that. We're going.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Exactly.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Holy.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It's the NSA, boys. We found it. The middle of the Metroid universe. Oh, please.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Oh my
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of
Wait.
so many individuals
Wait, which
reduced
number
to
was
images
ours?
on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
427.
Was this the only reason he was happy with
Right
his
there, that
boring
one.
job? That his
Right in the middle, we're looking
emotions
right
had
at
been
it.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
It's that one.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Definitely where they
It was
make
unthinkable.
Chirotech here.
Wasn't
Oh,
it? Was it even possible? Had he
Man.
truly spent his entire life
Kairos
utterly
kinda got me sad,
blind to
to be
the
honest.
world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating,
Found God's
working,
office.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Five. Wait a minute. There's buttons in different orders. Let's push the buttons. Where's 3? We're a code breaker. I'm telling you, this is something. Where's 4? Oh, 4's up there. Gabriel, come on in. Water's nice. 4. Okay, now number 5. Pretty sure we all push these in the right order. Right? I mean, is that all of them? That was 5. Is there a 6? Okay, maybe the other ones are this way. Oh, count down? Oh, we could try it. Ooh, that was a good sound. I think Stanley is immune to fear, actually. Okay, then now number 3, right? That sounds like the correct order. 2, 1. Does that really do nothing? I mean, I feel like we're getting tricked here. Whatever. I bet there's a way to do it where you... This is Stanley from The Office. Yes, because that Stanley couldn't see his feet either.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start.
It says 3.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
What do I do?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
What do I do?
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
What do I do?
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stan. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
I hate
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save
This
me.
guy.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Goodbye.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
This guy,
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
It's on PC. Yeah, it's on Steam. Oh man, okay. So I can't quite beat the... Yikes. XXX Valkyrie XXX, just change your name to a more gamer-related name. This will be my new alias, aka
Wait,
Cameron.
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the
don't know
orders
if I believe
stopped
it.
coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Why does the nuke vibrate before it explodes?
When
That's
Stanley
just
came
the,
to a set of
excitement.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What game is this? This is the Stanley Parable. Okay, let's go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We went straight last time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We gotta go this way.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right.
Proof.
It says proof. Why did it not pop up? Hold on. Oh, I know, I don't have Streamlabs up. Let me get it popped up. Alright, what happened? Oh, damn. Oh, there's the proof right there. Hold on, let me get... Okay, yeah, that is... Can I get it to show? Hold on, why is it not?
Proof.
Transform. Reset. Okay, now it should pop up. Check this out, boys. XXX Valkyrie XXX.
Proof.
Well, that was $100. Look at that. That's our boy. That's our boy Cameron in here. The high time roller. the whale.
Why
king
would I
himself.
have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Thank you, Cameron.
It's
AKA
clearly...
XXX Valkyrie
oh, dear, hold on
XXX.
for a minute, please.
Damn, son. Modified
Let's
Cameron's
see,
well
we
gift.
went down,
We
right,
need to-
left, down,
I need to
left,
make a
right.
Cameron
okay,
gift for
okay,
himself.
yes.
Yeah, $100.
I've got
Can
it
you
now.
believe that,
This
guys?
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. But hey, man, thank you. I appreciate you. And what do you think of the new audio, man? New YouTube alias. All right, XXX Valkyrie XXX. Do you do you have the Valkyrie character in Raid Shadow Legends?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
I got
and this
the
time,
I got
suppose
the audio.
we don't wander so far off track.
So thank you, man,
Okay.
for
From
all
the
the
top.
continued support. You do not, unfortunately. Yeah, she's supposed to be nuts. Like one of the best characters in the entire game. So it looked like Stanley. Sorry, I was talking over it. Got a little excited here, but this is the variation of all your MOBA game names. Gotcha. Okay. Valkyrie. Oh, my microphone's falling off. Hold on. I was gonna say, I was gonna order it, you know? I was gonna order the stuff, but I went into this store. I had to go to the next town over. Trying to make sure the mic's on there fully, because it kind of wanted to come off there. Went to this store because I was in the next town over. Our bunny rabbit did get lucky with bad. Oh, you pulled the best character in the entire game, bro. Congratulations. That's the one character that I actually really want to get, just because he looks amazing. He's the coolest looking character in the entire game. What was I gonna say? I want any undead legendary, really, honestly, just because I think the legendary undead characters look amazing, and I really like aesthetics, and the undead's my favorite world at Demons. How far is the next town over? Like 48 miles or something. Have you played before? Just for like a minute or two. I haven't played very much. What was I gonna say here? Oh yeah, I was gonna order all the audio stuff, but I was in the next town over because the rabbit needed to get neutered, so we got a husband for Tara, which is our bunny rabbit girl, and because of that, we had to get the husband neutered, and it's an hour drive over, and they happen to have, right where we were at in the mall, you have Scartosis too. My god, dude, you got like the guy. I'm a little jealous. What was I gonna say here? Oh yeah, so in the mall I was at, just down the street, I noticed there was a music store that does like guitars and stuff, and I wanted to go look at saxophones because I've always wanted to learn to play the saxophone just because I love blues, and I just wanted to see how much they cost and whatnot. I walk in and I see that they have the microphone, the Shure SM7B, the microphone I've been waiting to get, just sitting there under the glass, and I could not believe my eyes. And they had the other one I was comparing against, basically Mobile Gamer's microphone, the RE20. So I got to see them both. And it was very, very exciting for me. They had everything I needed right there. And it was the same price as Amazon. And I thought, that's very rare, and I don't have sales tax in that town. If I got it in my town, I would have to pay sales tax. So it was like sick.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Okay, open these items. But thank you. Thank you. I'll call you Valkyrie now, since that's the name you're going by. Thank you, Valkyrie, for the $100. I might wait for, I might put that towards a capture card, so I can start streaming.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, cool. Okay, hey, let's do it, buddy. Okay, let's go left. Goes right. I don't know if I want that one. Still gonna play Star Wars but passively. Yeah, I'm playing it too, man. But I just keep forgetting to like do payouts and stuff, and so I'm like probably gonna be kind of behind pretty soon.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh no, I didn't get to a story quick enough. Log in, send everything needed, about 15 minutes in gripe rate. Yeah, you're describing me to a T.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
To be honest, the only time I actually even get to like play games anymore, as weird as it sounds, is when I'm streaming. Because I'm normally like making a video, or if I'm not doing that, I'm like working on other stuff. Spend time with the wife. I'm gonna try to turn off all the computers, what happens.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
The Gear 13. Yeah, I did the math wrong. It's not $100 per tune, it's like 75. The cryoprotects are like $20.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What's going on?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
We're gonna get murdered.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Hell yeah, we did it. We won the game.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
We won the game.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
We've got it.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
All right, let's do it, buddy.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Oh, now he's
Or to
going
put it
deep
another
with
way,
it.
is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being
Dude,
via the
this guy
very
just messes
manifestation
with
of
you
the
the whole
nature
time.
of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
You're right, that's better. That's too loud for me too, Nathan.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I have it completely memorized now.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Come on, where's the story? I'm trying. Not again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
That's
Something
what we're
exciting,
trying to do.
daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
This guy.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Just don't acknowledge it. This game's great. Oh, there it goes.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Wait.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Wait.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to
Wait,
forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Wait.
Really?
It's right here is what's gonna
it
happen.
can't be.
Narrator forgets about
I
previous
don't want it
restart.
to be.
Attempts to play
I don't
story,
want the
but is
game to keep
prevented. Unable to
restarting.
go anywhere,
I don't
do
want to
nothing. The
forget
game
what's
restarts
going
on
on.
its own.
I don't want to be
Find the
trapped
line
like this.
again.
I
then
won't
following the line,
restart the
finding
game.
a
I won't
replica of the
do it.
office.
I
Let's begin
won't
to
do it.
deteriorate.
I
Attempt
won't
to
do
make
it.
up a story here.
And
Narrator
the timer
restarts the game.
stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Dude, the narrator's losing his shit.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What? Holy moly, dude. Dude, this game is mentally exhausting, let me tell you. Plus, that just like blew my ears out. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait,
Stanley
so
decided to go to the meeting room.
are we gonna do
Perhaps he
everything
had
that
simply
said?
missed
I'm gonna
memo.
find a bookstore. What up, Togmo? I'm so confused. And it was the confusion ending. It's perfect. Am I actually playing on the confusion ending more now, or?
When Stanley came to
Or
a
is this
set
a
of
whole
two
new
open
one?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's try to follow the narrator now. See if it messes up.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Pretty
his
way of playing
boss's
in
office.
Stratford. What was the number? 2548?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, so is it gonna work this time? Just punch in your pin. See you, Nathan.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, now we're gonna listen to the narrator and see if we can actually get to the end.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Some other people have that on them too. Play it right off, you have a good one. Hey Holly, nice to have you.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
So far,
was it even possible?
The line or
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Okay, we did it this time. What's happening?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Hello, Cruiser.
But as
AK.
sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Nice to see
he
you.
realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And I love you, Cruiser AK. Can we get a big hello for Cruiser AK in the chat? So I think that was the best ending. Is your hair getting longer? It grows shorter.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's do the right one again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Yeah,
What
this
was
is
it
the new
about this
Doom,
room
just came
that
out this
called
year.
so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
I
But
think
eager to get back
I think
to
they're
business,
later in the
Stanley
game.
took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, apparently we do have to go this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
We're staying in the room. We're gonna outweigh them. This is a new Red Bull. Coconut Red Bull. Kinda tastes like coconut. Wouldn't you know? No clock to watch, true. Yep, this is the new microphone right here, sir. And there is the audio, it's the audio mixer, or interface preamp. Okay, apparently there is actually nothing in the room. unpleasant.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We're gonna go downstairs again.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Again.
And then something occurred
again.
to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
There it is.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
That's a good question, Valkyrie.
Let me go back to my job.
Raid, to be honest.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Lunch. What time is it there?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Damn. Well, I think that's enough Stanley Parable for me in a row.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
We already know this part.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
We've seen this day. That's enough Stanley Parable for one day. That's pretty good. Pretty good game. But I have some Raid Shadow Legends grinding to do. Instead of hopping off stream to do it, I'll just do it here. I think that's hilarious that your employee number is also 427. It's an interesting game. Very, very unnerving. It's your 500 day in RSL. What's the 500 day? I'm confused with the 500 day. Oh, 500 energy. Yeah, I'm low on energy. I got 200 left. Unfortunately. What do they have in the limited time special offer? I've noticed that they, I did a video with Chofli Mobo today. And he was telling me that these packs became a better deal than they used to be. And I didn't realize it, but he's right. Because you get 300 gems now with the gear and 300 energy. They're still not as good as like the warrior ones or the special ancients you get sometimes. So I have a lot of grinding to do here. Because now they're only 10 bucks. It used to be like 25. Like that video, by the way? Hey, thank you. Chofly. Chofly Mobile. Yeah, I enjoyed doing the video with him. He's a nice guy. Talked for him a little bit before we did the video. Seems like he's a pretty busy guy. Chofly too. Yeah, I mispronounced it. I feel bad about that. It's Chofly. Alright, have a good night, Disruptor. So I got this software I'm supposed to be able to download with this control panel. It was unprofessional. It's okay. My whole like I said in the video, my whole channel is unprofessional. I would have pronounced it the same way, yeah. Went and grabbed food. What happened to Stanley? Got the same ending again, and kind of got over it pretty quick. Played for about an hour. That was about all I could stomach. It's a very interesting game, but it's a little hardcore, and sometimes I just want to relax. So I couldn't do so much.
That video was unprofessional.
Yes, sir. It's a meme you would only get if you watch the video. Thank you, sir, for your 20 arse. Fair enough. It was a good game, though. There's 19 endings, somebody said in chat. How does the well sound with the new mic, huh? See, that right there is why you need $800 of audio equipment. For that sound effect. He's just joking because I said unprofessional in the video. That is a good whale. No whale pod news today. Yeah, sorry. I was gonna do. I was honest to God. When I woke up, I was gonna do whale pod news today since it's Wednesday. Unfortunately, or not even unfortunately, it's just I wanted to do a video with Mobo, so I hit him up today because I don't know. I hadn't done a video with him for a bit. I thought it'd be fun, and the new Cryocheck thing dropped. And to be honest, I really didn't. The whale pod news videos are like a lot of editing. $3 a day would be my, yeah, like it would have been another 3 hours for that one. It was already late enough when I got the collab with Joe Fly. Oh, me too, Valkyrie. I'm actually really excited for it because I think I'm going to do a tier list. And Chofly said accurately, I'm just going to call him Chosen, it's easier to say. Chosen said pretty accurately in the video that doing a tier list would be pretty difficult to do, and I think it would too, but I'm going to try to hit up my artist and see if he's interested in doing another tier list type video. I'd like to make a tier list video, and I would like to get more 6 stars, and I would like to get it where we can actually start clearing higher level clan boss. But I'm not sure how to do it because I don't want to kick people out unless they're inactive for like multiple days. We're all building from the ground up. It's hard, but there's definitely a tier list. Yeah, I could definitely make a tier list video of it. I could just group them under like I did with Star Wars with like an S, A, B, C. I don't have to label each one independently. Looking at each faction could be a good one. Yeah, that's honestly probably a pretty good solid idea right there. I have no problem doing the faction type videos. I was actually thinking about doing one of those for Star Wars because, you know, I still do Star Wars content. I'm going to try to come up with original good content for that, but I'll tell you though, sometimes it's kind of nice having this tripod where I can just adjust this down here, lean back, move this mic right around there. But sometimes I just feel like kicking back, talking to another content creator and making an easy video. It's hard to do those really high effort ones every single day because it's like 3 hours of footage. And then you need hours of, or 3 hours of getting the footage, and you need hours of editing. Every single day kind of wears you down. I do want to do another guide video. Tier S would be great. Overall usability across the game. Tier A, like 3 parts of the game. Yeah, that's one way to break it down. The other part is you could just say in the tier list when you're going through the characters, this guy's in S tier because he's amazing at arena and by arena himself with solo carry. Like if you have like Prince Chimere, he's a god in arena. If you have Rey, she's a god campaign partner and in arena, you know. See you, JJ. Thanks, JJ. Much appreciated. You have a good night now. The only problem is, as we said in the video, arena is really just unfortunate. The rewards are quite terrible. I need to get better gear for Rey. If I had a little bit more damage on Rey, I could one-shot these waves and farming would be like twice as quick. JJ MySU, fitting since for MySU. That's what I like about the chat. You guys you're quick on your feet, you know. Yeah, I've talked to Incredible John via DM several times. He's a nice guy. Me and him were supposed to do a collab. We talked about that a while ago. So should be doing one with him eventually. Tomorrow night I'm going to be on the Escape podcast. I did not announce this yet. I'll announce it tomorrow in the Discord. I'm going to be on the Escape podcast, and then before the Escape podcast, I most likely will be doing the Whale podcast, with my friend Kyra Mobile, as long as we get it done before the Escape pod. We're gonna try to get that going earlier in the day. I will probably record that live, and then I'll roll over and do the Escape pod afterwards tomorrow. So because of that, there may be no video tomorrow. It was most likely just going to be the Whale podcast, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast, and then my Escape podcast tomorrow. I'll try to do a Raid Shadow Legends video tomorrow because I would like to do more Raid video. Yeah, there's some good guys. It should be a fun podcast. Like coming to this game right now, being newer still. Yeah, it's fairly new. Hasn't been out, a year or anything. I also kind of like this game because I like it when you can pull all kinds of different characters, and you don't have to have like the best character. You can use a variety. To have joined at the beginning, have impossible arena shards, way too broad a roster to do well in GA. How to put it? My problem with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is it's getting continually more and more expensive to be competitive. Like, the game's already expensive enough. Came in right after Ships launch. I came in December 2017. Doing pretty good, Seb. How about yourself? Yeah, I agree, Togmo. Energy not being too hard to get is something that's nice. They at least give you like free energy refills in the packs. If you do buy packs, you can get a decent amount that way. I really need to like do some work in Star Wars because I am slowly, ever so surely falling behind. It's gonna be hard to make content without Gear 13 with all the new stuff coming. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of going the Urs route of just working on the teams I really want to, and not really caring anymore, to be honest. Because it's too expensive. Like, legitimately, I can't. It's hilarious to even say this, but I cannot afford to be competitive in this mobile game. By this one, I'm referring to Star Wars. It's just purely not possible. Just too expensive. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to argue with myself that I can spend, you know, $1,000 every 3 to 6 months. It's worth the money, honestly. That's what I'm saying. I'm starting. That's what, you know. It's not. The money I put into it would be. It almost feels like stupid money. You know what I mean? Like before, I feel like, okay, well, yeah, I'm buying this, and buying these shirts, and buying whatever. You know, it kind of feels good. Now it's getting to the point. It almost feels like stupid money. You know, it's like there's smart money and there's stupid money, and some of the other investments I've done before, like getting Darth Revan first time, or Jedi Knight Revan first time, is probably like smart money. Getting CLS early was like smart money, but now like, you know, any of the new stuff, like I don't know, man. I almost just want to go do Jawas and Tuskens for the memes and make videos on Tuskens. How do they stand up? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like be the guy who makes videos about garbage. Because honestly, it's just I can't keep doing it. Even as a content creator. Like I'd have to be reinvesting a large portion of my income back into the game. Hoarding's the definite answer. Hoarding's the best thing to do. I almost might just completely hoard, skip whatever the next meta is, and just flat hoard for like 6 months. And then dump all of that stuff whenever the next big thing comes out. Just hoard like 1,000 of each gear, you know, 100,000 crystals or something. 1 to 7-star all tunes is your goal. Well, I mean, you can do that now. It's that they are no longer holding that against you with the new Grand Arena Championships. You don't have to worry about blow this much. Didn't really spend much until Gear 12, and I got stupid. Think I've done spending as well. I'm losing. If the game wasn't slowly trying to milk me, I wouldn't feel so bad about it. Like I wouldn't feel so bad about, you know, supporting the game. But it's kind of like, you know, you're getting used and abused, and then they tell you you're getting used and abused. It's like, yeah, I get it. I'm getting boned, but do you have to be so obvious about it? And it's just always salt in an open wound over and over again. Constantly all the new stuff, man. Like don't get me wrong, a lot of the content they're coming out with is looking amazing. I mean, the new Watamber or whatever, he looks sick. Separatist new reworks and stuff are awesome. Hoarding's the reason they made Cryotech. Yeah, 100%. That's actually factually correct. Like, they're making new good content. I appreciate that, and I applaud that, and I give them the credit for it. However, new content is becoming more expensive than new content used to be, and that is where my problem lies. Like, I feel like for new events, they're expecting $500, and it used to be, I don't know about you guys, but it didn't used to be that $500 was required for these events. But now it's like, if I'm not spending $500 on a new event that comes out, then you don't get it. And that seems like, man, they're getting crazy with it, right? Can't believe what people spend on this game. I know, that's the thing, and I do it. Or at least I used to, anyway. I'm gonna have to find the balance between accessing the content for the content creation side and not spending money, because I'm honestly overspending money on the game. I'm having more fun having horrible RNG and ratio. I completely agree. And the thing is, I put out that best epic and rare champions video or whatever, and that got me like 200 subscribers. for one raid video that didn't even hit 10K views yet. And you want to know something hilarious? I can't legally disclose the amount because it's like contracted. But what I can say is the ad revenue that you get from Raid Shadow Legends as compared to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is almost double. So if I got 10,000 views on a Raid video, I get paid almost the same as if I got 20,000 views on a Star Wars video. So a lot of incentive to make stuff about that. I mean, not only do you get paid, there's people that won't watch it, subscribers won't watch it, and then I'm having more fun with the game than I am with Star Wars. There's a lot of reasons right now for me to be making Raid content. Alright, so it's going to blow up. It's already kind of blowing up. There's not many content creators out there for this game currently. And my problem is, one, I don't have all the characters I need to do the content. Two is, I run my own guild, so I'm not in like a competitive guild where I'm getting larger rewards. And three, is that, well, the third one, I was debating how to explain. The third one is probably just, the flat truth is I'm just not good enough at the game yet. I don't understand everything yet, the game, to make really good in-depth guides or really educational stuff. So I have to rely on rely on is the word I'm looking for. I have to rely on trying to essentially do either entertain content or just giving opinion pieces, because or doing guides, that stuff I actually feel confident about, because I don't want to go out there and be like, this is how you build, Apothecary, because honestly I'm still learning. So it's hard to make the correct content. Your subs switched right over and picked up Raid. That's the other thing. A large chunk of people who saw my Raid content picked the game up. Spent 200 in Raid, hit 30 days tomorrow. Feel kind of guilty for spending that. I'm pretty sure I'm at 500 total. Spent over 100 hours in it. It's a lot of fun. I've spent a lot of time in this game. I'm sure, as you saw, like Cameron the other day gave me $100, as he did today, or Valkyrie, I should say, as that's his new alias. And so, again, thank you for that. And that 100 last time, he wanted to go to Ancient Shards, so I opened 50 Ancient Shards on stream yesterday, and we got horrible luck, basically. We got one new epic, and then we got just a duplicate epic, and that was all we got. But before that, for my 500, all included, I've got amazing luck, all in total. Chillfly was telling me he spent almost double what I've spent, about 40%, 140%. And he managed to get basically only one legendary, and it was garbage. And he hasn't got very much good stuff at all. He hasn't got Skull Crusher or anything. Try for another legendary tonight. I would. But they aren't like giving me any good packs. There's not really much to buy, if we're being honest here. Tell you what, let me. I think the only money I got in my PayPal right now is the hundo. I actually got that bug. It's the hundo you just sent me. So let me look. Yeah, I got 96.80 in the thing. So we have a little bit of money in the PayPals due to our boy Valkyrie. So if they offer us like a good $50 pack or something, we could do that, I guess. You need a little bad luck. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not salty about it. I had that luck coming. I don't think there's any good shard packs. This is the thing. I really need Void and Sacred Shards. Those are really what I need more than anything. I mean, Ancient Shards would be good just because I want all the undead. I mean, I want to fully max the undead. I love the undead and I love the demon spawn. I think those are the coolest looking characters. And Bannerlord has some pretty cool guys too. $50 for 7 million credits. That is the worst deal I've ever seen. Nobody buy that deal. You think they should have more packs that are not RNG? I just want more packs that aren't just random stuff that I have no interest in. Void shard pack today for $30 with 1,000 crystals and energy 2 is a good deal. I would buy that instantly if that showed up because I need void shards and I need sacred shards. That is what I need. Oh, holy moly.
For the next good pack, offer gems for the event.
Then can we get some hype? Can we get, let me move my mic. Can we get some hype for Valkyrie in the chat here? Sending in 50 saying for the next good event. He's got us covered right there. That is a massive Valkyrie, aka the King of Wells, as he is known in this channel. You know, I don't ever like sell mod spots or anything like this, okay? Like you can't give me $500 and I'll give you moderation in my YouTube chat. But this guy, Valkyrie, has been so nice, and he's a consistent viewer. And honestly, the fact that we all have good audio right now, you guys are enjoying significantly better audio quality because of him. I am going to give him honorary moderatorship status. Plus, honestly, I need some more mods. I've really only got a couple of you guys. I think he's earned himself a wrench. I'm gonna give him the wrench.
Valkyrie is the king.
Look at that. Hey, Stratford, thanks for the 5, man. Much appreciated. I guess you're king of the cats, actually, right? Because, I mean, isn't the cat... Give Valkyrie the wrench. Valkyrie gets the wrench. I'm calling in now. Not worthy. No, I see. That's why I gave it to you, because I know you weren't. You would have never. You've never asked for anything. Okay. Even though we got some viewers in here that are long time viewers, I think this guy earned himself a wrench. To be honest. But hey, Stratford, I know Valkyrie's been getting all the hype because he's been dropping these large amounts, but I appreciate you, Stratford. Thank you for the 5. I do appreciate it. And the other long-time viewers that are here consistently, you know who you are. Keep showing up because as we grow, we're going to need more mods. Okay? All is your friend. Alt is your friend Valkyrie, although you don't get many spammers in chat. No, I don't get many spammers at all, honestly. That's just because the streams I do are small. When I do play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and the reason I'm adding mods now, I might add another one before the day's done, to be honest. I think I would like 3 to 5 more mods, because as soon as Grand Arena Championship shows up, I'm going to be hitting the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stream pretty hard, and I normally can pull 200 to 400 viewers if I'm doing something hype in Star Wars and the channel is still growing. So we will be pulling viewers, and when that happens, I would like to have mods already well established, especially people that show up at varying hours of the day. Triangle ruler. So let's go see if we can get an off for the pop-up. I'll try logging in my iPad and see if I can get a trigger for an off for the pop-up or something. You would get there, man. Honestly, I am no longer worried about how long it's going to take to grow the channel, because as far as I'm aware, we're doing pretty good. Okay, can we get a pack off for the trigger? I'm going to log in with the iPad. Hold on. See if I can get it to, I don't know. All I've seen from this game is grinding you do. I know there's got to be more, right? That's because, to be honest, I'm kind of showing you the boring stuff. There's a lot of grinding in this game, but that's because most of this game is PvE and you have to build your characters up. Logging from different... I don't know. I'm just trying everything. Nope, it didn't work. Streaming the same time as the whale pod. Well, I give the benefit of stream time to Urs when I can, if it doesn't conflict with my IRL schedule, because me and him do similar content, we stream similar games, plus honestly I respect what Urs does and I like him as a person. So I try to stream later than the haul if I'm streaming late, or earlier than the haul if I'm awake. The only time I'll stream during the haul is if it's unavoidable, because I cannot get that stream in any other time, or if Grand Arena Championships has some kind of scheduling confliction or something like that. Other than that, I do try to avoid streaming when Urs streams, so that way we can stay all on the same page. Man, I really wish they would offer us like a good offer, because right now all we have is the Magic Ascension Pack. The bonus one, this is just a rip-off. I mean, this one's like basically just bend over. You know, Tim Day wanted to see, Tim Day here wanted to see some other stuff. This is the clan boss, all right? So this is like your in-game fighting bosses type of content, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'll kind of get it, I'll get a little team in here. Who should, let's put in Lysandra and then Coldheart. Or actually, you know what? We're going to put in Aothar. Okay. And then a speed up would be nice, but we can't really fit one in. Okay, fine. We'll do Apothecary. Thank you, McTweet. No, I totally feel you, because I honestly, I want to watch Urs stream. I'd rather not be streaming when Urs is streaming, because I personally would like to watch his streams. Okay, so let's do the speed up. So this is the big bad, basically. This is your raid boss. Wow, I couldn't get the debuff on him. The guy on the right, every time he crits, he heals. This guy in the middle has like poison he can apply. The guy here, second from the left, is a healer. The person far on the left is like my main damage dealer / debuffer. I'm gonna put it on auto actually, because I cannot be asked. HP burn this land. Tell me about it. Well, it's a red affinity. Yeah, Lobot versus the Meta was pretty good. I remember seeing that on Reddit a few times. It's really hot in this room. Hey, Dobro coming in. Hey, bud, thanks for the 2. Much appreciated. Says, what's up, Pod? Well out with your tail out. Man, I'm getting a lot of love from you guys tonight. Really appreciate y'all. You know that? There it is.
What's up, Pod? Whale out, with your tail out.
Alright, Pod, we are sinking into your late night, deep night blues. This is your host, Darth Microtransaction, and I'm here today to speak to you during your mobile gaming. May all your RNG be good, may your runs be excellent. May all your shards come quickly. May your gear always roll perfectly. May you be blessed with 30 speed mods in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm going to show you the exciting parts of this game that says it cannot be us and putting on all. Doesn't that explain every mobile game? Let's be honest. We're like, this game's great. Oh, I hate playing it. Yes, Stratford. All right, welcome to your wacky Sunday morning drive with DM and the boys. We're going to go ahead and hit you with that all-day action. Like the annoying Sunday, you know, morning radio host. You guys ever listen to those, like, on your drive to work or anything? You got that one guy who just will not shut up. But they play good music. You see how exciting this is, Tim Day? Look at this right now. I'm kicking this guy's ass. This is gameplay Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes cannot bring you. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes doesn't have a big guy with his gut that stretches open every time you hit him in the belly. This is hard. Hey, Valkyrie, we have an open spot in the main Wellpod clan. Would you like in? AKA, will you come carry us? Because we cannot defeat the hard boss yet. It's going down or just fluctuating? It's going down ever so slowly. For sure. Hell yeah, send an invite. Let's get you in here, bud. Let's get the man. Let's get this man in the well pod. The biggest well of them all. Still growing, but can do about 5 minutes. That's what I like to hear. That's what we need. Alright, here's the clan. Send in an application. Tell me when done. We're gonna get you in right now. Alright, it's pretty hard. Job isn't in store. Yeah, that's a good line. Why is your Juliana's accuracy pretty low? I think it's like 37. Let me leave real quick. You got it. Get out of that crappy guild, whoever you're in there. Get into the well pod, sir. And the only clan that matters. Thanks for the dungeons video. You like that one? I'm glad somebody liked it, man. That video was me trying my best to help out people who are even newer than I am. Because if I'm being honest with you, that video was a pain in the ass to me. Saying okay. So you're cold heart? Yeah, sure. Player power 604,000. That's what we need. I think you might now be the biggest well in the well pot. No, Bubba's got you beat. Oh, I got you beat. What am I talking about? I got 665. Bro, you gotta well out some more. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh wait, player power. Oh, player power has to do with stuff in the guild. Oh, you got Robar also. And you got Tyrell. Holy moly, dude, are you kidding me? Been playing a week and a half. Oh. Wait, what level are you? I'm so sad that you didn't use my referral code. Been playing a week and a half and you're 46 already. If you have a Discord, Valkyrie, you need to DM me after the stream. I got some quality of life stuff to teach you about this game. Okay, I'll show you the cold art. Pokoro 2, didn't even know what it was. Congratulations. This is my cold art. Yeah, I don't have very good gear for her. There's a 933k. In our guild, really? Did I miss it? This is my cold heart. Masteries are to be determined still. Yeah, I'm working on masteries also, man. My masteries suck. You can see right here. Even my Ray doesn't have it. I can't. My problem is I still need characters to clear. Like I can't do the 15 Minotaur. I straight up can't do it. We'll work on arena team soon. Yeah, no, you probably got enough characters for a good arena team. I can't beat this one, man. I've tried. I have Coldheart, Juliana, Apothecary, Vrask. I thought maybe we could drop Juliana, put in Skull Crusher, try to make it a little bit more tanky. You have to have Rage just for the speed up and the cleansing. You clear 15 mail in 2 minutes? Are you kidding me? Here, watch. I'll show you. I have to run on auto because I want to be able to auto play it. Galactic. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've never watched an episode of the Escape podcast. I had never watched an episode of Shattered Order podcast, and I've never even heard of the GW report. My problem is I do collabs with people, but, and this is no disrespect to them, trust me, because I mean I looked, and Escape podcast has a bigger Discord than I do. Like they're big, they're legitimate, they're very well set up. I mean they got a CG thing. I respect them in every bit. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm meaning is my problem is I don't know anybody. Like I'm still kind of new to the YouTube. All these established people that I've been doing videos with, and it's like I had to watch before I went on the Shadow Order podcast. I had to watch like something like while I was getting ready, just to be able to make sure I knew who was who and everything. I'm gonna have to do the same thing with the Escape podcast. You're opening 3 Ancients now? You do it, man. Better wave clear for the first 2 waves of Minnow. Yeah, maybe. See, the thing is I have Ray, so she's supposed to be my wave clear, but I can't even survive. I mean, I have Vrask and Apothecary, so I'm thinking maybe I need a 6-star Vrask, bigger heals. But I mean, look at the damage, man. I don't have Frostbringer. Oh, you got Frostbringer, right? Nice. Frostbringer is a huge deal. See, well, anyway, this is what it looks like, me trying to do Minotaur. You got into Galactic War Report after my guild leader talked about it a year ago. I think my main issue is not that it's like I haven't watched everybody, it's just I don't have time to watch everybody. Like, the only videos I get to watch are ones that I do collabs with of other people because I recorded with them. Too busy making my own stuff. Made 2 videos today and I've been streaming for 2 hours. DN would make this so much. Which one's DN? Darth Nihilus? Frostbringer is just a really good support. We'll show you though. Is it Sacred Order? Yeah. 2 times a random, so War Master has 15% chance of placing 100% heal reduction. It's pretty good. 3 times a random, 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns at the target. Has heal reduction. That's good. 30% increased speed, 50% increased attack buff, and that's good. Normally you don't get that combo of speed and attack buff. So, pretty good. Yeah, only 2 of my guys are 6-star. Unfortunately, I just haven't had that much food yet. Oh man, I'm like straight up out of energy. I didn't even realize. But I started watching Warrior Presents to figure out mode. Yeah, I watched mostly Mobile Gamer. back in the day. So Frostbringer's CB viable? I mean, it kind of looks like it, to be honest, from what I saw there. Looked pretty good. I mean, it had decrease defense down, attack up, speed up, and multiple hits on most of the moves, so yeah. And we got this $50 from Valkyrie burning a hole in our pocket. So go look at all the packs. Okay, that's just terrible. That's not worth it. We have Ascension pack for Ascension for Ray and Juliana. And then we have these, which are, it's just gear. We don't really need gear. Daily and progression. We could get, see, it's only 500 gems though. This is like the biggest rip. You're basically paying $50 for a sacred shard. That's why I don't like 7 mil and 1 key. Dang, dude. See, that was a good recruit. This is the best deal, but we're not level 60 yet. They just need to give us a good offer. I watched a little bit of Arnold, like back when I was just discovering Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, because the first time anyone goes to watch Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, they're probably going to run into an Arnold video. He's pretty nice. He's a nice guy. I've talked to him a little bit. I think I've talked to like everyone now. I still haven't had a conversation with McMull. I would like to talk to McMull. I sent him a friend invite on Discord. I don't know if he saw it or not. Seems like a nice guy though. I talked to Cubs a little bit. We made that one video together. Other than that, I haven't talked to him too much. I'm assuming he's much like me, where it's just he's very busy. All right, we gotta use some of our little bit of remaining crystals. To be honest, Mick Tweet, that's gonna be me in 6 months, because I was studying the game nonstop, and now I'm studying content creation. So my knowledge of the game is going to dip away. I'm going to have to get back into it. You're never going to see me rag on our content creators, so it's like the only thing you can say that's fake about me is I'm never going to shit talk on our content creator. There's only a couple that I've ever done that to, and those are extreme outliers. I enjoyed the video I did with Cubs. He was very, very friendly with me. Very warm. Honestly, no one's been unfriendly. Servo G8 has taken debuff C teams. Oh, I mean, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I've done that same thing. Like, you cannot take live streams as like people's performance of how they play the game. I'm gonna be honest, because like 90% of the time you're not focused on the game you're playing. You're focused on the chat. You're making sure you got your energy up, talking to people, interacting with people on Discord. You know, like you're doing a job. Yeah, no, I mean, like I understand what you're saying, but it's like you'd have to throw me in that list too then, because I've done that. I put an Old Republic against First Order at least twice on stream. Yeah, I can respect that too from another content creator. You just do yourself and you don't worry about what people say about you. You just be yourself. You don't need to copy other people. You don't need to try to do other styles. You just do you. Do you like streaming or making videos more? I enjoy streaming more than making videos because I like interacting with people and I get to do that by streaming. That being said, I love making videos or I wouldn't be doing them. I love both, but I think I prefer streaming more than making the videos. The only thing is Making the videos, it's cool to put out. It's cool to put out content you otherwise can't do. Making videos, I can come together with like a plot I want to do, or a storyline, or like the Jawas video or something. I can come up with that type of stuff. You can't do that in stream form. Urs is the closest one who makes video type of content in stream form because he has such high quality intros and stuff. Turn too nervous to do attacks on live stream. That's the other thing. Anything you do, you'll be open to Chris. Oh, you're good, McTwee. I'm not ragging on what you're saying or anything. Everyone's welcome to talk freely in the whale pod as long as you're not crossing the line, but you're fine. Rust stream with Trump was amazingly fun. I actually asked him today if he would be interested in doing some more Rust tonight. He said he had a family dinner, but he may be around to hop on Rust later, so we'll see. If he messages me at some point, we'll hop back on the Rust, but I think he's with his family tonight. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. It's one of those things where it sounds like such a cop out. How you say that, cop out to say this, but content creation, you will never understand how hard it is till you try to do it. And people like to poke fun that don't understand, but it's hard work. I mean, it's not all just sitting here. I joke with my brother and stuff about, I just sit here and take shots and people give me money, because I'm memeing with him because, when you're someone like my brother who you got like a badass type of job, you're never going to get you're never going to understand the way the hippies do stuff, but it's hard work, Takes a lot of time. Plus, you have to be original constantly. Like, I'm learning. I always have kind of considered myself an entertaining person, or at least I try to be, right? But to be entertaining every single day in a new way, oh Lord. I think that's a large part of why content creation, once you've been doing it a while, starts boiling down in the gaming sector to just doing like news and constant updates, because it's difficult to come up with original stuff. What makes the content creating hard is coming up with ideas. That's part of it, or is it like the editing part? That's the other part of it. So I'll explain my process. First, you have to be comfortable talking to yourself. A lot of people, when they talk to themselves, don't know how to, and they end up sounding like they're talking to themselves. I mean, they end up not portraying their vocals and everything correctly. It's difficult to have people follow the thoughts that are in your brain unless you can elicit them correctly. And I think that is a skill, and I also think it's hard to do that, but it can be learned with time and effort. I learned that from selling cars. I learned you need to be very lyrical and expressive and be able to explain your thoughts clearly and quickly and concisely. And without that skill set, I don't think you'll ever be successful at content creation. I think that is something that, unless you're doing, I wouldn't say clickbaity, but unless you're doing stuff like Mr. Beast, where the action you're performing itself is the entertainment. If you are your entertainment, you have to be able to portray yourself correctly. I think that's, first of all, hard. I think what else is hard is, like you were saying, constantly coming up with new ideas. Editing in and of itself, if you are a good editor, that is a hireable job. That is a trade job. That just being good at editing is something that you can straight out 100% go and get a job today doing. And it pays well if you are a good editor. So that is one right there, a marketable trade skill that you have to learn. And your success will directly benefit off of you learning this skill. So I would say that's another part you have to learn. Learning to do thumbnails and learning what improves your click-through rate and what the people respond to, what people like to see. That is difficult. Learning branding, marking your channel consistently with watermarks, and getting the right type of logo, deciding is that the right type of logo. When I worked with my artist, who I will always shout out because he does an amazing job, Vexium, love you, bro. He made my first logo for me, and I liked it very much. I use it you know, for other things, but it was too detailed, so I had to kind of, you know, give him some feedback. I'm looking for something a little bit more plain, and then he reworked it, and it became what you see today, you know? So I think that there's a lot of difficulty in putting the whole package together, because you could be really good at one thing, but you have to be kind of okay at a lot of things. And once you start making videos and you learn a video does not do well, you have to be able to figure out what it is that made your video not do well. Did you not have a good topic? Did you not have a good title? Did you not have a good thumbnail? Was the way you were wording things pissing people off? Were you too far on one side of the spectrum and, you know, making a certain type of crowd angry? Maybe they don't like your videos anymore. It's hard. But I pretty firmly believe that if you are consistently follow the golden rule, treat people as you want to be treated, be nice, don't make your content about bringing other people down, try to have original content, and try to be yourself, and you can put all the other skills that I've aforementioned together. I think you can be a successful content creator. I think anyone can do it. But you have to be able to do all of those things, or at least be able to improve on them. If you can't do one of those things, and you cannot improve at doing that, you will never be successful. That's just the honest truth of it. And that's what I believe personally. Because people will call it luck, people will say I blow up, people will say I was a Reddit abuser. You can really use whatever way to explain the growth you want, but I believe it's all of the things encapsulated within the last 5 minutes that I've been explaining, because I focused on all of those. Anyway, that's the answer to your question. And that is why being a content creator is difficult, and doing 1 to 2 videos and 1 to 2 streams a day takes all your time. But I'll be honest, I had zero respect for people that did it before I started doing YouTube videos. I did Twitch streaming. I always talked about how hard it was because I would stream 6-hour blocks at a time. But then I did YouTube, and I realized it's even harder. And people out there aren't just slapping up a video and making thousands of dollars. But it took a bit to learn that. How many hours do you think you put into this skill? Brother, I could not even tell you. What I will tell you is, if you've seen today's videos, making the video with Mobile Gamer probably took me the better part of 2 hours. Making the video with Chofly, I gotta make sure not to Chosen, making the video with him took me about an hour and a half, so that's 3.5, 4 hours there. Setting up for the stuff, getting ready for that stuff took like another hour. Let's see. Then the rest of it is like streams 2 hours, so we're up to 6.5 hours. And then I do a lot of like consistently interacting with people. I try to answer all my DMs. I go and read the comments. I posted something on Reddit today. You know, I try to do interacting with the community. And then you got to record the footage. You know, blah blah. I'd probably say on average I spend between 6 and 10 hours a day, depending on the content being produced. The videos I did today were easy form videos. They were just sit down, record a 10-minute segment with somebody, come up with a topic, all that. Those were the easy ones to make. Easy videos typically take 2 hours, start to finish, on their everything. Per video. How's your Subnautica been going? Terrible. I can't understand what to do, and I'm not trying to abandon the game. I just literally have no idea. Tried looking it up, no answers. You're supposed to put this sample into the rocket, and I don't have the sample, and I can't figure out how to get it, and I could not find online how to get it. I want to continue the game because I love Subnautica, but I'm literally stuck, and I don't know what to do. I want to Postmate you a Wendy's Biggie bag. Why do you... Cole, are you actually in this chat, or is that bot? Because I swear this Postmate stuff is advertised everywhere. I feel like they're using guerrilla marketing on me right now. It's a problem with Subnautica. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I feel like it glitched out since it's in beta access, and I literally have to restart the whole game. And I really, really don't want to do that. Cat was making these weird ass grunting noises. Is my cat snoring? Cat was making the weirdest snoring noises. Thank you, McTweet. Did I make some good use of double traps? Honestly, no. I haven't made good use of my Star Wars time at all. I've been a bad guildmate lately. I haven't participated in everything. I've been missing raid tickets, like 100 tickets a day for almost a month. I've probably missed a dozen payouts this month alone. I'm fucking up hard in Star Wars right now, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've probably missed $100 of Star Wars rewards this month. That's just on me. That's not CG. That's nothing. That's not because they're making the game that I'm angry about. There's no political stance on it. I literally have been just fucking up. So I should stop doing that. I'm gonna go grab a banana. You guys hear any of this background noise? Games are fun till they become a job. That's probably a small part of it. I honestly still enjoy the game. It's just I have always been. I've tried to be optimistic, but ever since the Malik event, I have a hard time not being pessimistic about the game. Honestly, the Malik point was the turning point for me. No background noise? Wow, there's a lot of background noise. This mic is amazing. God, I'm so happy with this mic. Been doing mod battles. I have two, actually. I got a good amount of mod stuff from it. But yeah, I've been not making good use of double drops. Tip of the spear. I'm not the tip of the spear at the moment. We want 3 videos a day, each covering a major theory crafting subject, contain 20 minutes of battle, sped up 8 times, showing all the recent strategy. How long would that take? Probably 11 hours per day for 3 videos of that quality. I could probably do 20 minutes of footage sped up. You know, not too bad. If it's a 20-minute video, that is, I could probably do that. Because I would record them each simultaneously. But that would be hard. Man, I'm gonna run out of gems. This farm, I really need more 6-star characters. That's why I'm like forced to do this. I'm getting kind of close to my next 6-star though. I really want it to be Vrask. Well, for both Rev and still Miss Malik. It's gotten worse. It's just like impossible to chase. I feel like they're really cutting off the dolphins. Because this is going to sound hilarious because I spent $3,600, right? But I'm actually a dolphin. I'm not a whale. You may think I'm a whale, but if you're a minnow who spends $20, probably think I'm a whale, but I'm not. I am a dolphin. And I'm not saying because I believe I'm a whale. I would say I'm a whale, but I'm not. I'm actually a dolphin. And they don't care about people like me who are spending $3,600. It's not what they're draining right now. They're draining the whale's pockets. And it's a little bit of a bummer. Because it's cutting off people like me. I'd probably still be spending if they hadn't... if you're a dolphin, I'm freaking Nemo. I'm actually a dolphin. Me and Mobile were talking about this before. Me and Mobile are probably both dolphins, like heavy dolphins, mini whale at the maximum. But they ain't trying to milk people like us. They're saying we don't care. We're cutting off dolphins, and if they're doing that, it's because they think the new flow of blood's coming to the game is like dying. They're gonna maximize profits now, and then the game's gonna die in a year and a half, 2 years. There'll be more dolphins than whales. It doesn't matter because the people that are whales are gonna spend regardless. Or at least a large enough portion of them. Some people here, some people in the game, they're going to stop spending. Like people like Valkyrie who say stop spending, right? Well before stopping now. But a lot of the whales aren't, or they're going to bitch and moan about it, and then they are going to continue to spend because they won Gear 13. They went the Flavor Town. Are there any Krakens? Oh, there's Krakens. Kraken's like $100,000, okay? You're a whale if you've spent like $3,000 a year. Maybe more, maybe like $5,000 a year. They didn't do the work. It's all automated. If you think that the gear they do for characters is manual, it's not. They type in the stats they want the character to have at the end, and it automates it. Or so I've been told. So, the Gear 12 personalized finishers, those actually they may be, but because when I'm talking new characters. I actually may have done all those manually because if they did it all individually. But yeah, no, for the finishers they might have actually done it manually, but for when they make a new character, it's automated. They don't type in the gear piece for each. They don't do the math. They just type in this character is going to have 90,000 protection, and then it fills all gear 1 to 12 automatically. Power of monetizing a mobile game. Not just mobile games. I mean, they're making money, right? But, like, let's be honest. 10 million in their best month? Probably like a movie? Yeah, I know a guy who's only in since December 2017 as well, and he has everything max. I'm talking completely full account. There's nothing left for him to do. Gear 12 plus on literally everybody. I'm not going to call him out, but I know him. CG is smarter than we give them credit for. CG isn't stupid. They're not trying to make everybody happy and failing. They're doing everything on purpose. Like, a lot of people say stuff like, oh, CG is, CG, you tried and you failed again. Like, no, they didn't fail. They succeeded. What they're doing is correct. They're doing everything exactly how you should, because they know what they're doing, because they have the data. They're not doing anything wrong. From their business standpoint, they are doing it 100% correctly. From the standpoint of trying to make a good, enjoyable game for users, and not from the standpoint of trying to milk as much money as possible, they're doing not as good of a job. But I will still say, I still think they do an okay job. I really don't hate on them that much. I just, when they put something out, I say my honest opinion about it. But I really don't think they're doing a crappy job. I just think they're doing an extremely good job at the one thing that they care about that we don't want to have them care about. And I mean, their job is to make money. Our job is to get as much enjoyment out of the game for the price we want as possible. That is our job. They are winning. Has 5.4 million. I mean, you know, some people can afford it. Wasn't there? And the thing is, I'm not. That's the other thing. It's like if you spend a lot of money on a game, like why would I judge you? Cool. I could have made. Okay, let me tell you something. Right. When I played old school RuneScape, there was one time in my life that I got hilariously. I'm talking hilariously rich in the game. I could have cashed out for over $5,000 IRL, but I cared more about the game. And I didn't really do the whole buying, selling gold thing. It was against term service to get banned. My account's 16 years old, and it's not worth it to me. But I could have. But I cared more about the game than I did about the money. And the same thing is true for any game. And I don't really blame people for that. I mean, you got to find meaning to your own life, in whatever way. Everyone's got this idea of like, oh, it's so wrong to find meaning in your life, and in this way, oh, it's so wrong to, no, that's not the way you're supposed to enjoy it. It's like, who told anybody, or did God come down and tell everybody the way to live their life? Depends on your religion, but not why I was alive. And he sure as hell didn't add on his commandments, thou shalt not spend money on video games. Ready for the Subnautica info? Yeah, throw it in chat, and wait, you said something about it, and then you... Let's see if you find the research notes. In space, there is no doubt. What is this, Ender's Game reference? Their base is down. That's the thing. It doesn't matter, bro. You can be positive all day long. People are going to be like, oh, you're a shill. Unsubscribed. I hate this stuff. You can be negative. People are like, oh, you're a pessimist. All you do is drag it down. And really, your job as the content creator is to make sure you don't focus on that stuff. You know, you don't respond to every negative comment. The ones that are like insulting other people or racist or something, you just delete those. But besides that, you let the comments sit there. You don't worry about it. You don't tweet out every time someone's mean to you. You just move on. Watch your video with Chosen. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a cool guy. What's up further? Listening here. The research notes, I saw that part. Find no item. The Kara sample can be found by swimming all the way to the ice wall and diving about 180 meter, finding a tunnel that goes into the ice sheet where you will find a frozen skeleton. Okay, boys. June, are you still in the chat? June. I would spend that $50 my boy Valkyrie sent us right now, but unless he wants me to spend it on that Sacred Shard deal, there's no good pack currently. So we might sit on that one for later when a good pack does come available. Massive company can't fail. The automotive industry begs to differ. Whatever you want to do. Whatever the pod wishes. No, I'll leave it up to the pod. If people want me to spend $50 on one Sacred Shard, we'll do it. But I'm telling you, it's not the best use of the 50. But we got our boy June here, so... Alright, we're gonna McTweet. Shout out to McTweet for potentially solving our Subnautica problem. extra for lights yet? No, Mobile Gamer gave me some suggestions. Save your money for another pack. That's what I'm thinking, because while the Sacred has the highest chance of giving me a new legendary, since I don't, you know, I'm not a millionaire myself, I'd probably rather wait to get as much value out of 50 as I can. That's what I would think. Okay. Plus, I think that pack offer will always be there. Okay, so it would be a Ryan Beast. Oh, tell me about it. 5th Ryan Beast. Subnautica. Below 0. Find research notes. Did you do that already? I don't know. Take a charge of $25. Yeah, it's not worth 50. Well, the 50 comes with some other stuff. The best pack that I could possibly buy is $100, but I would only get half of the rewards now. But it is by far the best pack to do. But I would get all the rewards by the time I hit 60. That's 100, not 50. I think it shows the video how much you're worth. Plus, the mechanical number is 8. Dude, if I get another Rhyme Beast, I'm just done. Like, I can't. I have a full arena Rhyme Beast team now. I could put that team together. Okay. Let's see here. Where were we exactly? I don't quite remember. Yeah, I was actually talking about this raid tier list earlier in this stream. I would like to do a raid tier list, and I am working my way towards that. I still kind of want to get a couple more legendaries and then do like a legendary review of the ones I have. Like, if I can get up to 10, I got 5. If I can get 10, I'm going to do like a 10 legendary review or something. Actually like using them and stuff. Oh, Rhyme Mystery team. I want to make a video on that, but I have to. I got a 6-star so many other people, and then 6-starring 4 Rhyme Beasts is probably the biggest waste I could do. There's Santa's elf and 8 reindeer. I would need Sir Nicholas, which would be amazing if I got that. I always ask if June is in the chat because June's the one who loves this game. So I try not to play this unless June's still in the chat, so he doesn't miss too much live. What are we searching for? We are going to find a sample that we need to send skyward. We've been looking for the sample for a while. It's supposed to be near the entrance to the glacial basin. You swim down, and there's a skeleton there, so we're going. That's where we're headed. I have Jingle Hunter as well. 180 meters down. That's not bad. My arena team's pretty stacked already, so Jingle Hunter to me is not really useful. But I have it. See if the info fed to us by a WellPod member, McTweet, is accurate or not. Try not too stressful. I gotta say, I love the underwater stuff. Did I ever tell you on stream that my dream is to do scuba diving? Like, I love scuba more than anything in my life. Have I ever told you guys that? I mean, besides my awesome wife, of course. But scuba, I've done scuba diving once. I loved every second of it. I learned within that one scuba dive that I have to do it again. Oh, I need to get more emojis. I need to like pay my graphic artist to do some work, because I probably should owe him some pay, to be Morgath, Bado, Seeker, and Inuka for a ream before too long. There you go. Oh, dang. Hey, June sent in 25. Thanks for that, man. You know that's not required, right? You don't have to send me 25 every time I stream Subnautica. I'm going to start flipping Subnautica on for 10 seconds. And all right, guys, we're done. There's the June donation. All right, we're out. You know, we're headed. But hey, man, thanks for the support. Constant support, actually. Consecutive, consistent support. I appreciate you.
Spouting whale. McTweet to the rescue. Nice action. Spouting whale.
Spouting whale. That's the classic of the June donation. It's the spouting whale. Spouting whale. Oh, yikes. Okay, this is the entrance to the glacial basin. This is 100 meters deep. Okay, so it should be around here. Like we've gone here a million times, right? There should be a frozen skeleton. Okay. Seems quite hard to find, yeah? Change your Star Wars Galaxy Heroes name the Spouting Whale. I like it. Okay. Didn't say glacial basin, but ice wall. Oh. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Ice wall. It might be kind of back over by the original pod. Kind of the other way. Okay, so what was the exact wording? Can you copy paste like the thing? Specifically 180. I go 180 meters below the ice wall, and then there's just a skeleton there. This has got to be... This is the only tunnel I see. Oh, hey, man, even more support coming out. Garrett.
Thank God for whale pod.
Love the whale pod. Thanks for all the support, guys. Yeah, I love streaming. Zach Worthing in the spot. Maybe this isn't the ice wall. Eight shots deep. Brother, you got me beat. I've had 0 shots. Shots within the stream instantly as I would be rushed to the hospital. Okay, well, then maybe this is not the ice wall. I think I have a painkeeper. Maybe not. Maybe I have an eviscerator. This is not the ice wall, I feel really stupid. Because that seemed like a tunnel. It's approximately 1/8, or a little bit deeper, but... Let's swim up so we can see if this is the ice wall or not. Swim move. You have to use the tunnel that goes to the hover bike base and run on land to a tunnel that goes underwater. The skeleton is underwater, but only way in and out is from land. Wow! You telling me you lied to me, McTweet? Bung, you have a good one. You telling me you lied to me? Alright, that's it. Where's the orca whales? Where's the orca whales in chat? We have a situation that calls for some carnivores. We have somebody who has lied to the Podfather. On the day of my stream to tell me where the frozen skeleton is. But I'm gonna tell you, that is not justice. I don't know, that's all I got. That was from March 2019. Well, that makes more sense now. Liking your equipment, loving it. I've been moving things around. I believe it's in beta, so. Run on land with tunnels that goes underwater. Skeleton is not. Oh man, it's scary. Everything is underwater. The only way in and out is through land. Tunnel that goes underwater. That's the next upgrade for your channel. That's very easily going to be a capture card, so I can record like Switch content because Mario Maker is coming up this month. So I need to do the research and hopefully order that because I want to do Super Mario Maker the day it opens, and then probably video equipment. Improve the camera and get some type of equipment so I can record not just at my home. Oh, this is where we were at before. We've already done this part. This is the hover bike place. Can I make a hover bike? I need lubricant. Oh, no. Oh, there's a tunnel. I just want to say, guys, I struggle with trying to find a balance between how much I talk about this stuff, but the support I've been getting lately has had impeccable timing. It was at a time much needed, so I want to say thank you guys first and foremost. Secondly, thanks consistently you guys hang out with me in stream. I mean, I see Togmo, Garrick, Stratford, Norn, Pizza the Hut, obviously Valkyrie, Tim, Mitch, Bung, who just left. All of you people are consistent viewers in the WoW pod. So thank you. I appreciate that as well. There's always that weird fear in hand where we learn our lesson. Okay, this kind of led underwater. You gonna stream following over there? Absolutely. Okay, I did not lie. Oh no, it's proved me wrong. Can't even see what's going on. Why did that guy hit me with the scared music every time? Solid fifth for Tyrell, Bado, Julian, Coldheart. Should I use... do you have Skull Crusher?
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh, here's another... No, oh, thank God. Oh, come on. Come on, now is not the time.
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately. Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah, plus the counterattack gives you a ton of more bonus turn meter for Juliana, which, you know, in turn drags poisons and whatnot. They're hoarding. They are. I wanted more of those. You know what? You're right. What am I doing? I'm pushing out. Alright, buddy, me and you. Oh, come! No, come on. Get off. Run. Come on, make it with the... Where's your rock when you need it? No kidding. Can we get a cross game? Out with the... He needs bandages. Still have to find this tunnel that leads underwater. Oh, what's this? Oh my God! Can we? What? Are you kidding me? How do I crouch? No, there's stuff in there. No, how do I crouch? Sprint. What? What? That's so not cool. It's like, looks like a secret, but I can't get in here. That's not... Oh, that's not fair. you have bad knees. You cannot crawl. Yeah, apparently. Apparently crouching isn't in the game yet. I have no idea where or what I'm supposed to do still. We're right back at it, boys. This is... People were wondering why I haven't played as much Subnautica as you would think I would. We're right here. You gotta figure it out. I can't find this stupid thing. Now, even with people trying to help me, I'm wildly unsuccessful at this. Now I have to get past another one of these gauges. Just saw you rough. Everything hurts me. There's the bad knees in action. Here we go again. Can we get up here so I can actually see what I'm doing? I'm sick of being lost, to be honest. Where am I supposed to go that goes into water? That all looks like the end of the map there. Is that the ice wall all the way over there? Oh, we can make it to the water. Kobe! Let's go. This is back where we were. Okay. Let's see if we can make it to the ice wall. Maybe that's the ice wall that way. Willing to try anything at this point. Just a little too close for comfort. There's a cave. Cave's supposed to go underwater, apparently. Oh, okay. Is this not the... Nothing here, apparently. Okay. Dogma. Okay, maybe this is the way we're supposed to go. To the ice wall and then find some water, go down that way. That kind of looks like an ice wall to me, guys. There's ever been an ice wall that looks like it, and that looks like the cave we need to go into. Does that not look like the right way to go? Right? What? No way. There's no way this just happened. I'm actually floating. I can't... I actually cannot physically move. That's not fair. Oh no, okay, I'm actually stuck. Like, there's nothing I can do. The game's just, I'm just stuck. Well, the last 20 minutes didn't have any progress anyway, so. Can you die? I couldn't do anything. I was just stuck. I wouldn't die anyway because it wasn't cold or anything. Rust. I'm gonna give one last effort. I'm gonna give one last effort. We're gonna go. We're gonna climb again. We're gonna try find this thing one last time. And then if it doesn't work, I'm done. Rust. Man, even June wants Rust. Does the chat want Rust, or you guys want me to try this again? Because I've tried this stupid game. I mean, the thing is, I actually like this game. I'm triggered because I wanted to build a base and everything and go all badass, but I can't even... Like, the game has so many glitches at this point. I know it's early access. I'm trying to get better answers, okay. Like, oh, we're all the way back. That is definitely the ice wall. That is the ice wall. That is not the ice wall. We'll go check it anyway. But, you know, we know this is it. We know that's it. This game is cool, but Rust right now. If I get 3 more Rust in chat, I will go Rust. Found a big skeleton, negative 13, negative 71. It's under the ice, a bit difficult to get there and die on my way back to this box. Yeah, honestly, I feel like every time I do this, I feel like I'm doing the most boring content. But let's go do some Rust, okay? See again, I told you I did just milk the Subnautica for the 25. You see that? Heh, June. Joke's on you. Got you. So I learned that even though this microphone is meant to be talked really close to, you can't go too close. I've been trying to get the Leviathan skeleton. Oh, that thing. I already did that, and I already had that sample. That's what I'm saying. I already did that. I already found the sample, because I found the Leviathan skeleton. I know exactly what you're talking about. But when I got the skeleton and put it into the rocket, when I logged back in, it had disappeared, and I didn't have it. Enzyme sample. I have enzyme samples. I do not have. But McTweet, you did help because now I know for sure. You Scooby-Doo me. But now I know for sure that the game is actually glitched, and I'm gonna have to redo the entire game because I already had the sample. When you consider Rust for a more enjoyable experience, yeah, tell me about it. Let's see if we can find a community server that's wiped recently. I love the game. Is the problem. I might have to do a repeat of the original Subnautica. Would you guys like that? Because I still own the original Subnautica. I could delete the recent one. And that was a huge waste of $35 or whatever it was. But I could re-download the old one. We could just play the old one. The old one's still classic. But I've played it already. So what's the plans for Rust? What's your objectives tonight? Find some people, kill some people. Honestly, what I want to do is... I just want to figure out crafting and research. I'm going to go find my own spot and just try to get whatever it is I need for a crafting table, because I've never even built one. But first we're going to get some asthma. And excuse me because I have to use the rest die room. I will be back. McTweed, it's not your fault, McTweed. It's my fault. And actually it's not even my fault. It's the glitchy game, because I had the sample already and it disappeared upon login. Alright guys, so while we're loading into this, what we're going to do real quick is I'm going to play a special something for you guys. I forgot about this earlier. I should have done this earlier already. Oops. But what I have for you all right now is we actually have some hashtag sponsored content. We have not really sponsored, but we have here today is we have a an ad that we need to run, and let me show you what it is here. Every year, thousands of Jawas go hungry, poor, murdered. There's many, many ways we can help out these Jawas. All you have to do is call the number below. Adopt a Jawa today. Save them from imperial tyranny. Please, neglected, never used. These Jawas strive to just be accepted. They're lovely, happy creatures. Please today, help save a Jawa. Thousands of Jawas still face these problems every day. Call now to get your loving, happy family Jawa. Some may say that Jawas are prone to violence. Even gang activity has been brought into question. No, these Jawas just need loving homes, people to take care of them. They are forced to scavenge what they can to feed their families. You may see your droids at the local market. That might make you angry. I'm starting to wonder if it was even the Imperial troopers that took down their home. But the Jawas are always at the bottom. They're always abused. They need the help. They need the love. And it's on you. Call and get a Jawa today. All right. Well, what is in our suggested there? We have one more ad to run for you guys here today. One more classic Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content. Let me find it for you. Hold on. We have to go on the Wayback Machine if we want to find our next one for you. Hold on. It's going to take a moment. Alright, so today's April 7th. I'm going to go ahead and make a new video today. So today what we're going to talk about is... So here we are, April 8th. I'm wearing some nice, wacky, unrelated hat. I want to let you guys know that there's been a new update going on. And I think what I'm going to do today is get really hyped about the update. Let you guys know my feelings about it, which is basically just whatever anyone else feels about it. Running out of content and I need 10 minutes, so I'm just going to get really hyped and emotional. Hey, huh? You, me? Yeah, you. Why are you watching me? Well, I need content, so I don't care. Well, yeah, but I need to. That's not my problem. I mean, like, I'm trying to do my content. No, I get it. It's just, it's do your own. Well, I'm kind of am, but it doesn't really seem that hard to me, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of hard. I don't really have ideas. Okay, well, that kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit, I guess. Dude. Look, whoa. Look, guys, I don't care about any of what's going on here. Oh, it's my video now. I was trying to do the same thing. There he goes, I guess. Okay, well, that's that. There you have it. Our ads for the day are played. Joe Rogan interviews Joe Rogan. That's actually funny. I'm King Bumblebee. What was that? That is an older video I made. Have I not seen this older video, bro? Yeah, be an OG sub for that one. I'm talking hella OG. That was like sub 500. Nathan's back. Oh, wow, what happened, man? I didn't even look. I gotta turn the audio back on. Hold on. I had this muted so we could run our ads. I call them ads, but... Trying to get the mic in a good setup where it's not going to be like in my way. How's that? Can you hear me well from there? Hey, what up? Hey, man.
Is you? Hello?
Hey, I'm the naked on the beach. Hey, can you hear me, brother? Probably gonna sound a little quiet, but can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, what up? I mean, if you're gonna kill me,
Ôi,
get it
wala
over
malago
with,
ah. Nah.
but- Cool. So I just joined the server. Where you guys at?
In the group, bro.
Oh, did you send me a thing? cool. Okay, yeah. Hey.
You know how to play this game?
Well, I mean, kind of. I'm a live streamer, so I've been trying to like learn this game. It's okay. Like I've played probably maybe 8 hours.
Wow, we're playing with a Twitch streamer. Wow.
YouTuber, actually. I'm live right now if you want to say hello to the people.
Wow, YouTube. Can I say the N-word on YouTube?
Well, I mean, if
N-word
you
on
do,
YouTube?
I'll just
I
bleep
think
it.
it is. Wait, how are you gonna do it if it's live?
Delays and audio equipment.
What the fucking... What's your YouTube?
Yeah, pizza, you have good. It's the same as my name. You have a good night, pizza. Hey, there's another guy right here. Hey, guys, there's a guy.
Oh, well, look at
Guys,
this.
look out, there's a guy. Oh my god, oh my god. Hey,
Oh
what up, man?
no,
What the fuck? It's a black guy.
Bro, I love your hair, bro.
that's
Hey, Jason.
racist, bro.
Tough way to get subscribers.
Me and my boys are just new on this server, so it's gonna take them a bit to get here.
Well, hopefully we can actually stay alive long enough to...
It was nice to finally meet a YouTuber streamer instead of a Twitch streamer. I feel like the YouTube...
Where are you guys gonna be building?
You're a little quiet, what'd you say? Oh, there's another guy. A 5th person has joined the party. I can kill them if I want to. Plus, they're being friendly. I got no reason to hurt these guys. Leave this house. Wow. I'm kind of laggy. So, I gotta see what... Oh, it's 6
I'll
people.
help you guys.
Got 6 people here now. I mean, we have to see how it ends, right?
Everybody all black brothers except for that white guy.
The fuck?
It's like a whole
Yeah,
party
you know,
here.
I just spawned in here and saw a whole bunch of activity. I'll join you guys.
Reason to know you need one. The name of the game is survival. We do not survive by starting a fight with
Join the group, I'm gonna add you.
Hold on,
Leave
I'm
your
in
team
another
if you're
group
in the
already,
team.
but I'm more than happy to
I'm like
hang out with you
laggy.
guys.
Holy moly.
Wait,
Am I
like-
dropping frames?
Like, you can't see dick.
Ooh.
Wait, you can't see dick?
Did you guys kill some dude named Kemmers?
Killed some dude named...
It's pretty loud. Yeah, it's kind of loud for me too, to be honest. Really.
A dude named Kemmers.
Nah.
There's
Nah,
more
nah,
people on there.
personally.
There. Should be significantly better.
Well, good luck, boys.
No, I haven't. Mitch.
Thanks, man.
Ooh. Get some distance between that many people. Should be better now. I can boost my audio if you need it. I've seen this guy named like Tiz something play the game. I've seen this guy named Stevie play the game. I haven't watched too many Rust YouTubers quite yet. I'm gonna let them go do their thing. Yeah, I'm surprised everyone kept it together there. To be honest, I'm pretty proud of everybody. Had to bluff them with the fact that I could bleep them out because I could not. But no N-bombs. Good job, Gabriel. That's a good day. Okay. Time to get serious. Realistically, there's too many people near us. We're gonna need to eliminate some. There's 2 there. But they probably haven't built a spear yet. And take 1 out instantly. And he looks like he's AFK. Oh. We probably only have a couple minutes before daylight. We're gonna have to do work quick. Okay, they took their light off. I don't know if they saw me or not. Yeah, you can get in trouble for that, Mitch. I mean, you could try to use the same logic. Be like, well, can you get in trouble on a TV show if someone drops the M-bomb? It's like, yeah, it's still your content you're producing. Go for the kill, that's what we're doing. But we have to be careful. We don't know where they went. They turned their lights off, and they might have built weapons by now. We can take out 2 if they only have rocks, and they're only, like, worrying about hatchets and stuff. But we gotta know where they are. We have to know where they are before daylight comes. Because we lose in the light. We need the darkness. I hear one. I hear him. He's left. He's over there chopping down a tree. I'm crouching. You can't hear me. They sound slightly separated. Like one, they're a tree apart. So I need to kill one and then move on the other one. They're going to see me crossing the water, so I'm going to try to stay behind. They're talking. They don't know I'm here.
Damn, you must be flying.
Oh my god, cameras,
you're the admin. 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 You're
my friend's name.
Yeah, Karen. How are you, Blue?
Are you guys? Wait, cameras. Are you in a Discord called Liddy?
They have no idea.
Yes.
Yep. Are you guys? Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, that kid and cameras. Are you guys in a Discord in a group called
Yes.
Liddy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what the fuck? That's so cool. Alright.
We're going to start a fight between
Where did
them.
that just come from?
Because they have no idea. They're going to think they did it.
I don't know,
each
someone
one
shot me.
themselves.
But you can have it. Here you go. Dropped it.
Cheers, mate. Really?
I gave you a weapon because you need it to win. Kobe, get fucking wrecked, kid.
Oh, mate, you gonna die now.
We'll see.
I'll get my boy Blue on you,
No!
mate.
Good. All right, GG, you
You
got
said
it.
you wouldn't die. Good game.
G to the G.
Surprise attack us.
Had to try.
GG.
I've been sneaking you guys for. Never saw it coming. I spooked the bejesus out. I gave him the weapon and then Kobe'd him. Could have killed the other one. The other one was low because I threw in him with the spear. If I had him in the head, I threw it because I wanted to hit him in the head, kill him, and then pick the spear out of his body and kill the other guy. I was planning to go for a twofer, but I'll take the one. I grabbed his wood out of his inventory to try to build another. Oh, really? To try to build another spear, but I didn't have the time. Dude, they had no idea I was there. I think nighttime's got to be the best because you can sneak up on. If you crouch, I mean, you can sneak all the way up on somebody. And I could have just screamed in their ear and just scared the crap out. There's somebody.
What's going on, friend?
Yo, 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 yo. Let's keep it calm. Let's keep it calm.
What's up?
I'm gonna throw my rock. Look, I'm friendly. There it is. There it goes. Hey, what's up? Oh,
Yo, what's going on?
you
like
weren't even
Nicolas
talking to
Cage,
me.
but,
There's
like...
another person.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be mean to you, man. You good?
Blair Valkyrie. Hey, thank you so much, man. Again. You have a good night, man, okay? The Well King retires for the night. It's probably the most generous guy I've seen. Just like the dude single-handedly improved the audio. You know how much better the audio is now? A monster. Oh shit, there's a guy right there.
What's going on, friend?
Is he talking to me?
What's going on? How you doing?
Oh. Hey.
No?
It's you guys,
Oh,
okay.
how you doing?
I just see people and obviously I'm gonna try to hide.
Timber.
You guys got any cloth? Because if you do, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, if I go hunt them down, I'm never gonna get anywhere. I have enough cloth that I really actually don't want to risk losing it just to kill some people over wood, so... That tree just went down over there. Now we have a target. Missed the unboxing stream. What do you get for audio? I got a Shure SM7B microphone and a Rubik's 484 preamp.
Yo, yo, yo!
RKO
Oh, no, 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 no!
RKO
Are you friendly?
Nowhere. Oh, wait, you want to be friendly? It's cool if you want. Kobe. Oh, come on. I had 2 seconds to my other spear. Dude, I was going to turn around and poke him, dude. Alright. Good night, McTweet. That one was for you. Dude, I was trying to clean out all of them. Yeah, the game just crashed on me, man. You have a good night too, Mitch. If this game I'm going to give this one more try. If the game crashes again, then we're going to call it a night for everybody, since people are kind of all getting to that point, it looks like, anyway. It's getting a little late here in the whale pod. Crafting, griefing, we're going to go griefing. It's not griefing, this is the game. Make no mistakes, this is Hunger Games. There's only so much resources to go around. Say yes if you agree with me that this is the game and everyone's got to learn. Or say no if you think I'm a griefing POS. See? Would say it's exactly hungry. Alright, maybe it's not. Maybe it's something in the middle between Hunger Games and Minecraft. Intended mechanic of the game. Let's put it that way. And is a large part of my enjoyment. Homework is solo, I know. But see, that's the excitement of it. We gotta see, we are a Viking berserker. I gotta close this window. This kid's been crying for like 3 hours straight. Well, it's just a fun game in general. You know what we should do? Hey, what do you guys think? Should we roleplay? Should we play as a persona to the people we encounter? Spice things up a little bit? King Bumblebee. Okay, you got it. I will put on full car salesman bullshit. Or easy cheese. Yeah, if this game crashes again, seriously, it says loading spawning world, and then it's like Rust client is not responding. I'm giving it a second to try to like figure itself out. Good night, Gabriel. You have a good one. +5 speed. I mean, speed's always important no matter what you're doing. If I see an epic with 5 speed, I buy it and it's 5-star. Doesn't matter, I buy it no matter anything. Just try to roll it. Yeah, well, the game crashed again. I don't want to get stuck in like an hour-long loop of trying to get this game to work. So I'm just going to wait till tomorrow and then play it again. So I think that's going to call it for me. It's been 3.5 hours now. I was going to try to play like one more life, but the game just keeps crashing, and I don't want to get into another thing like I had with There's a Stream where I just spend like an hour trying to fix the crashes. So I think I'm done for the night. 2 videos and 3-hour stream. I'm good. All right, boys. Till tomorrow, which you will see more Darth microtransaction content coming at you live from Alaska. You will have a video of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and or a video of Raid Shadow Legends tomorrow. So thank you everybody for the support. Special thank you to Gabriel Dabro. Big shout out to June for the 25. Garrick with the 2. And of course, our King Well, who has gone to bed already. XXX Valkyrie XXX sent $150 accumulated today. So thank you guys very much for that. I enjoyed my night with y'all. I hope you enjoyed your night with me, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night.